Hello, I'm Alex from Berlin. Today I will show you how I added chorus and flanger effects to a track and what's the difference between those two effects. Chorus and flangers are both modulated short delays. This means that they are made by adding one or more delayed copies of the sound to the sound itself. This way a comp filter is created. There are just a few differences between them, but the resulting sound has distinctive characteristics and each plugin serves a different purpose. So let's see which are the similarities between those two effects. I will put one of the tracks on solo. This one has the flanger effect enabled, and I let it play in the background, and we'll play a little bit with the parameters to hear how they affect the sound. The first thing that we notice in common to both effects is the delay. I will play a little bit with it. What we actually hear is the flanger effect itself. Of course, this is not done by hand. Instead, LFO, which means low frequency oscillator, is used for this. As you can see, the frequency of this oscillator are quite small. In my case, it's 0.6 Hz, which is roughly 2 oscillations every 2 seconds. Another thing related to this oscillator is the phase. If the phase is 0, it means the left and the right channels start to oscillate at the same time. This means that they are in sync and the output will be mono. If the phase is 90 degrees, it means that they are highly out of sync and the stereo effect will be maximum. This creates the width and the impression of the sound traveling from the left to the right channel. The last thing that those effects have in common is the dry wet amount, which is actually common to all effects. Dry means the original signal and wet means the delayed copy of it or delayed copies of it. Now let's see which are the differences between chorus and flanger effects. For this, I will put this track, which has chorus effect on it. I will put it on solo. I will leave it play in the background and we'll adjust the parameters like we did for flanger and see how they affect the output sound. The first difference that we notice is the presence of voices. This determines how many copies of the original signal are created. The higher this number, the stronger the effect will be. Okay, the other difference is that flanger has a feedback loop while chorus doesn't have. On flanger, this determines how strong the effect will be, especially on the high end of the frequency spectrum. Another difference between chorus and flanger is the delay value. Choruses have delay times higher than 5 milliseconds or higher than 20 milliseconds, while flangers always have values smaller than 10. So if we create a chorus with one voice and a small enough delay, it will be a flanger. That's why sometimes you will see those two effects combined in a single plugin. To sum up, from a musical perspective, flanger is an effect that acts more like a modulated filter that can animate something which is repetitive or maybe a little bit boring. On the other hand, chorus is something that will add companion or resonance to a sound that is played by a single instrument. But please bear in mind that chorus delay is just an effect and will not replace multiple instruments or voicing playing together. So thank you for your attention. I hope this video helped you. I'm looking for your feedback. Bye bye.